5 and he turned it down. That's a lot of money.
I offered him more than that, my friend, and you'll find out next week.
Well, why would someone put it out there if they turned it down?
Well, but then when I told them I'm going to expose them, they said, oh, actually, yeah, they did, and, you know. But don't worry, because I'm sick and tired of people trying to pretend that Anthony Joshua is the one ducking fights, when these guys are the ones that are shit scared of Anthony Joshua. Some people are even sticking needles in their arse to try and beat Anthony Joshua. So, you know.
What is saying that the heavyweights are lined up to get this fight with the opportunity pending that there's...
But that's why the person that I'm going to pick is someone that I believe thinks they can win this fight and will do everything to win this fight, rather than just saying how much is it, and then thanks, and then let me just stick every drug in my body to try and be superhuman on the night to beat Anthony Joshua. So if you can't beat him fair and square, don't even bother. But don't fight him for the money, fight him for the world heavyweight title because you think you can win. And there's a couple of people out there that I think have that mindset, and they're the ones I want, because I don't want to go to Madison Square Garden and watch him bowl someone over in a round. I want to see him in a war. I want to see someone trying to take his head off legally.
Do we have an opponent for Callum Smith?
Wow. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, just giving you guys an update. That was a portion of an interview by Eddie Hearn, and he stated that Ortiz, of course, we know that he was offered more than $5 million. He will expose him next week. But then, you know, he kind of goes off and says, you know, he's tired of people thinking that AJ doesn't want to fight fighters, that are ducking fighters. In fact, these fighters are either sticking needles in their ass or receiving an offer and then just vanishing. No response. And you know, it's funny though. He goes in on JarrellMiller. JarrellMiller is the poster child for anybody that wants to dig in anyone's ass. It might as well be JarrellMiller, because his ass is under the bus. He says he wants to stick all kind of needles in their ass and try to show up at the fight night superhuman. You know, it's crazy because that shit's true. And I can't wait to hear what the offer was. But this tells you something. It won't be Luis Ortiz. You know, I did a video yesterday or last night or whenever the hell, earlier, that Luis Ortiz didn't even know what the hell was offered. You know, and that's sad. You know, that's one thing. I covered it. Check it out. But it just shows you need to be more in control of your team. You know, you have to check on who you hire to manage your team. You have to have some type of insight. You know, your owner just don't hire a manager and just expect this manager to do everything without him double checking. That's just common sense. That's just responsibility. That's just business sense. But back to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, you want someone that's in that ring. It won't be Luis Ortiz, especially if he's going off on him like that. Of course, a lot of people would like it to be, including myself, but it won't be. I think they dropped the ball on that one. You know, his team threw a monkey in that wrench, and it worked. They didn't want that fight, but whoever that fighter will be, we will find out next week. You know, as for JarrellMiller and as for all these other fighters that thought Anthony Joshua was ducking them and all this, you know, you can't be ducking a fighter, then be lowballing a fighter. You know what I mean? Oh, or then begging a fighter. You can't lowball, beg, and all. No, that doesn't work. Because if you're ducking a fighter, you wouldn't be begging for a fight. It makes no sense. But we will find out who the opponent is next week. When he does drop that information, I will be there to cover it. So you guys stay tuned. But yeah, Eddie Hearn's pissed off at Ortiz, man. He's pissed off at Team Ortiz. And Ortiz should be pissed off at his team. But that's it, guys. You guys tell me what you think about Eddie Hearn's last interview. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.